You know, I've been gone for a few weeks. Work, a lot of stuff personally has been happening, but I'm making it through it. It's a storm. We all go through it in life. But I come back and shit is just all changed. Everything is just Raw was terrible. All right, let's get that out the way. And then Bronson Reed get hurt. And I'm like, another one? Another one? I watched it this morning is when I had a chance. Because after I dropped my daughter off at school, and I was like, you know what? I got the week, so let me just catch up on some shit before I gotta get back to the swing of things again. And then I go and I look on the reports, and it's like Bronson got hurt. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you look at the match, and it's just like, it was like a clothesline. And then he was gone. And then Jay Uso won, and he wasn't supposed to win. And I could tell by the way that he looked after the match. I'm like, yeah, something is not right here. But damn, everybody in the vision hurt. You know, when you had a vision for something, I'm pretty sure it wasn't this. It couldn't have been this. This whole thing was just, I don't know why. Everybody just hurt. Paul, the only one standing, and he's with everybody. He got a hand in everybody. Brock Lesnar came back last night, and that pissed me off. And the reason why it pissed me off so bad is that you hyped this up for the past 2 weeks, and this man just came out there, said nothing, did nothing. You had nothing for him. So you came out there and you just stuck him with Paul Heyman, and he's out there doing the same old thing that they do all the time. And now they're telling us that they have no plans for Brock whatsoever, but his star power is going to get him to Mania. Brought up the fact that, he broke the Undertaker streak. And by doing that makes him WrestleMania. And he's right. And then hyping it up that whoever steps across the ring from Brock Lesnar is going to be in a main event, is going to be in a feature main event, whether it's night 1 or night 2. They don't know what they're going to do. Ticket sales are low. Ain't nobody trying to go to that shit. I don't care how many discounts you throw at us. The shit is not finna sell, man. And WrestleMania is just going to be just like another lame-ass WrestleMania that's going to be brought to you by Star Power, but the matches leading up to it is not going to make a lick of sense. They don't even have nothing for this man. So they're going to coast on his star power to bring you in each and every week. See these days that he's going to be here? And each one of these days, somebody is going to try to come out there and make a name for themselves. They're going to get F5'd, and he's just going to walk off until the last little day, and then probably Obafemi or somebody come out there. And if Obafemi goes up against him, Obafemi is going to have to win. Trick Williams is the star of SmackDown. I've been looking at a lot of Trick Williams, at the stuff that I missed from Trick, and I am really liking the way that they are doing him and his character, and they're just letting him be him, and he's getting over more so each and every week, and that's what you want out of somebody who come up from NXT. Oba been to the main roster, and he's been just featured on Main Event. He's been featured here and there on TV, but he's going up against people like Kit Wilson. You're already associating him with comedy acts. Not that there's anything wrong with Kit Wilson. I do like Kit Wilson and Pretty Deadly as a tag team. But Obafemi should not be around this man. He should be out here putting people down in squash matches and having Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis be like, man, we want him on the show. We want him on the show. We got to get him on the show. How are we going to get him on the show? Javon Evans is doing pretty good. I like how Javon beat a former WWE champion in Kofi Kingston. But guess what? It don't mean a goddamn thing because Kofi wasn't doing nothing even before that. But it's good that he beat somebody. He's racking up wins. I like that. I like that a lot. Then you got Jade Cargill. I don't know what they're doing with her. They put that title on that woman, and she was the champion for over 100 days before she defended the championship. And then she got the nerve to come out here and to say to us that she defends it whenever she wants to do. No, woman. You got to come out here and you got to get better because it's like AEW all over again with you. I need to see you out here each and every week wrestling somebody so you can get better. But they're relying on the star power for her and Charlotte. You see what I'm saying? They're relying on that star power. What are these women going to talk about, huh? That girl was all up in that girl's face coming down there. Charlotte trying to go to the ring to do her goddamn match, and this girl all up in my fucking face. Get the fuck out my face, bitch. They don't know what they're gonna do. What kind of story you gonna tell me about two women acting like this? I don't want to see that shit. Bronson hurt. At this point, the mystery man is stopped. It's gone. Kill it. Kill it, yeah. I don't want to see it anymore. Seth needs to come out of this hiding, and he needs to be on goddamn TV trying to build his WrestleMania up. I don't give a fuck about you being on Club Shay Shay telling me your little sad sob story on your life. Guess what, motherfucker? My parents divorced too. Wrestling was an escape route for me too. Get your ass on TV. I'm tired of folks thinking that this man is a bigger deal than he is. It's almost like MJF. Speaking of which, MJF is going to go up against Hangman Adam Page. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That little rehearsed promo that they did last week. Y'all like that shit? Wrestling Observer, they glazing all over this shit. Oh my God, she's such a good promo. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker was at this man's wedding. I ain't finna take no blood feud like this fucking seriously. And you think I believe what this man talking about? Yeah, MJF, you're a lot like me. What, so you got emotional issues too? I'm trying to get over that shit. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck? Yeah, I want my baby face to have emotional issues. He's a dick too sometimes. The fuck are we doing here? AEW is like I said, I can just leave, and it's just with WWE, things are falling apart, but they making money. But AEW is just falling apart, and they making money, but they ain't making money. I don't know, because they ain't selling no seats. It's still the same. And the stories are just god-awful. Okay, so Swerve a bad guy now? He did all that shit to Kenny, and then afterwards he said, I need it. What the fuck you need, nigga? He's a bad guy now? I need somebody to help me, because I haven't been watching. Please, help me in the comments. What sense does this make? At Grand Slam, they had a match for the women's tag team titles. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch this. So I went and I watched it. And after the match, you know, they won. And then after the match, the heels beat up, you know, the baby faces. And then this big girl, she comes in and then she beats up people. And I'm like, if she was gonna come in and be introduced here, she should have made an impact to have these girls win these tag titles. Thus, this image right here would be justified and valid. I don't know what, it's backwards. But I do like the Brawling Birds. I do like them. I think they're a good tag team. I like their finisher. It's called 2 birds, 1 stone. I like that. I want to see more of the Brawling Birds. Ricochet, he's not to be seen, but yet he wants to say that WWE has killed his legacy. Meanwhile, he is barely seen here, and he holds a championship, an internet championship. But WWE is burying your legacy. My gosh. It's a lot going on everywhere. This is why I just stopped watching it. Because there's just... it's not exciting. I would think that the Roman Reigns CM Punk thing would even get me excited, but Roman's never fucking there. And he's going to show up on Saturday to spear Punk in his hometown, and he's going to get booed, or he maybe get cheered, who knows, with his star power. And then that's going to set up WrestleMania, and then you're going to make a mockery out of Finn. The only way that you could come back from this and have Finn chase Dominic as if Dominic fucks with Finn in his match that caused him to lose the match. Now Finn has a reason to go after Dominic because Dominic doesn't need this fucking championship. Send his ass to AAA. Fuck is going on here? What did I fucking miss? Then Liv Morgan for weeks You think you're a big fucking deal. You know, you eliminated that girl at the Royal Rumble. They didn't even go back to this. This could have been something because Raquel has drastically improved. Yet this was treated like nothing. Then last week she cries because Stephanie was talking to her in Spanish. The fuck is happening here? Then she comes out here. What the fuck was it that Jade was there for if you're not gonna build anything up with her? She comes out here and beats this girl up in the face, and now she's gonna go up against her at Mania. Raquel is gonna go in the chamber. How is all of this going to coincide with each other to where Raquel can get a world championship match at Mania like she deserves? Lord Jesus, I need to smoke with a blunt head. Please give it to me. Gosh, you come back to this? I come back for this? This shit is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I got AEW giving away pay-per-view matches on TV for fucking free. You could have saved that Kenny Omega thing for Revolution, and then that would have mean a bigger deal. So who is Swerve gonna work with at Revolution? Who? Where's Okada? You got Andrade losing a match to Hangman, only to show up with Don Callis and the rest of his people and say, my eyes is still on the AEW Championship. Fuck out of here, man. He should have fucking went on to face MJF at Revolution. MJF said, man, I would love to get in there with Andrade. Can't fucking happen now because of the fucking cowboy. And he said, if I don't win, I ain't never challenging for the title again ever. As long as I'm in AEW, who fucking cares? You've been burnt out there. No one wants to see it. Oh my gosh. I need to. This shit, my Lord. I'm done. This whole WrestleMania season is just god awful. God damn, Gunther. Now that I think about it, because I'm smoking. And I'm gonna get out of here because I'm done talking about this shit today, because this is why I don't fucking watch this shit. Gunther put down Goldberg, John Cena, AJ Styles, and they coined him and gave him the nickname the Career Killer. Why did they do that? They always got to have names on people that they shouldn't even have. He doesn't need to be known as that because he needs to be in the title picture again. You don't have to say he's a career killer. I don't want to. He needs to be in the title picture. Thus, Dragon Lee. See, they don't know who Gunther is going to work with at Mania. Dragon Lee is fucking with this man. That's exactly what this is. He's fucking with this man. I don't know what we're doing here. This is not what Gunther needs to be doing. So when are you going to have this match? At Elimination Chamber? Please have it at Elimination Chamber. You got to have somebody for Gunther to go up against at WrestleMania. But, man, I just don't have any faith in it at all. I'm sorry. I got to get out of here. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this show. I'm done with this show. I'm done with all of these shows. TNA, the fucking Make-A-Wish kid in TNA who was there at the 2K26 video game. You got this motherfucker here fanboying over a fucking video game that he can go and pretend to be a wrestler in TNA and try to be taken seriously. Get the fuck out of here. They should be gatekeepers in wrestling to stop motherfuckers like this from getting in it. I'm sorry. Some people just aren't cut out for it, and they make a mockery of it because this business is aesthetically proven. You need people like Drew McIntyre, MJF, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. You need people who aesthetically have the build to be a professional wrestler. Fucking Royce Keys. Shit like this, I'm tired of seeing shit like this, and that's why I don't like AEW, because they're trying to make it seem like anybody can get up and do this shit, and you can't. Because you won't draw. Ask the Young Bucks. You won't draw. Because if they were a draw, AEW will be pushing way more viewership. They would have kept all of those viewerships when Punk was there, when they were over 1 million, and they lost nearly half that. That's what it is. That's what it is. Daryl versus the world. I don't like none of it. I don't like none of it. You can call me a negative Nancy, negative, anything like that. I want this shit to be good. I work hard in life, okay? I make a pretty good living. I'm pretty well off, okay? My life is comfortable. But when I get home and I want to enjoy wrestling, I want to see a good-ass fucking story. I want to see some good matches, not just good matches, matches that make sense and not flippy shit. It's like, oh, doing all these flippy, you doing all these major moves. And it's like AEW is just like I keep saying, it's a fucking video game. They kick out of every fucking thing. I don't want to see that because you're taking me out of it. Poor Tommaso Ciampa. I keep saying I want to leave, but it's just shit that I just seen that just pissed me off a little bit, and I just keep talking about it. Tommaso Ciampa, man, I feel sorry for him. This man came in, he beat that boy for that belt, and then the next week lost the belt to somebody who was just finna go over to his home country, so you needed him to have the championship. Wouldn't that would have made much sense for him to keep the championship in the first place? Put Mark Briscoe down in that ladder match. You still could have had all of that. And then after that, Tommaso Ciampa comes out there, and now you got a feud starting with that. I don't. It's a shit show. Wrestling is a shit show, and I will be damned. I'll be damned if I don't get on here and voice my frustrations on watching this shit. Paul, Tony, you put this shit out there for us to watch. I'm going to critique you like a motherfucker. Another thing before I get out of it, Royce Keys. Royce Keys is going to be, let me tell you something. WWE is all black. Look at these black superstars that they got coming up here. You got main event talent right here. Royce Keys, his story is impactful. The episode that he was on with Stephanie McMahon was a really good episode. They got to do something with him. Put that man in a match at WrestleMania against somebody. You need to bring him up now. You need to bring him up now because you got low ticket sales and you need to try to sell this motherfucking place out. Bring his ass up now. I'm done. I'm finna go smoke